Welcome back, everybody, to Tilted Glory Gaming. Today, we are going to show you how to use the Lance. I really like the Lance in this iteration of Monster Hunter, so let's get going. Uh, your basic attacks, you're going to have the top face button. It's going to do your forward stabs, and your right face button, which is going to do your upward stabs. So the top face button, Y in this case, we'll do 3 and then go into a combo. So there's a little bit of stuff that's interesting with both of these, but we'll show both of them before we get into that. So like I said, this one here is the top face button, and it's a 4-move combo. It's very basic. The right face button, B, is the upward pokey with a charge and charge counter. So you can hold that once you get into the 4th move, and if you release it red, you see how the character glows red here, right there? Or if you just let it go till it does it automatically, it does the same amount of damage. 68 and 68. The only time that changes is with a crit or hitting a weak spot, such as a wound. I've noticed can be different. So with both of these combos being sets of 4, the 4th iteration of the combo, the 4th button press, is going to be your quote-unquote finisher for that combo. However, you can swap them. No matter where you are in the combo, you can use Y or B, and they just flow together. That includes if you go 3 Ys, and then a B, you go into charge. Okay? And you saw there the 85, that's crit. As well as you can do 3 Bs, and then go into triple thrust for Y. So it is completely interchangeable. Nothing really holding you back from changing up whatever you need to do with the weapon. If the monster moves and you need to move for some reason, you can. There is also the Y and B together, so the top face button and the side face button, and that'll send you into a leaping thrust from standing still. That is with no other inputs prior, and it is a double hit. Without crits, they're both going to do the same amount of damage. That also has a follow-up if you do it again to the wide sweep. That is a single hit, but pretty powerful. You can, if you do an attack, you're going to go right into wide sweep. So no matter what attack you do here, for the most part, you will go into wide sweep with a little bit of a caveat. At the end of a full combo, you will go back to leaping thrust. It's basically like you reset it, that you were not doing any attack prior. So essentially, unless you are in the middle of a Y/B combo, you're going to do leaping thrust with Y and B. If you are in the middle of a Y or B combo, you will do wide sweep. And if you do wide sweep, after wide sweep, it's going to go into a thrust. So we'll go leaping thrust, wide sweep, mid thrust, triple thrust. It doesn't matter. I'm pressing both buttons, but it will go back to Y. Little, quirk of the weapon there. Now, you also have your right trigger button, or your R2 for PlayStation. Okay, that is your guard. Okay, brings your shield up. While you have your shield up, you can either do the top face button of Y, and that's just a guard thrust. That is just on repeat. It does not change. Nothing changes here. It'll just keep doing the same thing no matter how long you do it. It does not drain stamina, but it does obviously reduce sharpness, and you're kind of stuck in that position because you are blocking. Now, if you might have saw it there for a second, if you guard, press forward, and then press Y, you will guard dash. And if I go here, see, guard dash. Okay? Guard dash into shield attack. The shield attack has stun damage. So eventually, if you keep doing this, you will stun the monster. Okay? After the shield bash, you will go into a thrust Y attack. Just one though. If you keep holding guard, you will just do this on repeat. It'll be, guard dash, shield attack, and then mid thrust 1 is the first attack of the Y combo. Top face button, that is. If you guard, okay, and press B, you go into power stance. If you get hit in power stance, that allows you to counter. So let's change that here quick. We'll go to training settings and let's turn that on to instant and smash mode. Okay. Ready? Okay, so you're guarding. Payback thrust. And you can also do, if I can pull it off here, a perfect guard. There you go. And the perfect guard will hit back with the shield. And then a return thrust. Or you can screw it up like I do. Okay, so you've got your counter charge and now a power guard. If I can. Okay, so if you come out of power guard with B, it is the payback thrust. If you come out of power guard with Y, it is leaping thrust. Pretty simple there. The other move you had while guarding is what makes, believe it or not, the lance the fastest weapon in the game. You see me just hopping everywhere? That is basically your movement for everything. You get 3 hops in any direction, and then it will stop, no matter how much stamina you have. So watch. We will hop, 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 and then it freezes for a second. You got to wait. So that's your normal movement. So now you wonder, well, how is it the fastest weapon in the game? Well, you go into your guard, and you press the top and right face buttons at the same time, and you go into a dash attack. And you become faster than anything else in the game. And once you're doing this, you can then press Y to finish it off, and you will go into a finish twin thrust. B does the same thing. Or you can do a backwards Y to do a reverse attack. Now you also have the option of doing a guard move there. and that just makes you stop and guard. So if you press RT again, you will just stop and guard. I should say you do not need to hold that the whole time. Once you initiate this attack, you'll just let go of the buttons. You can just steer. And then if you press back and B, you might be wondering, well, what does that do? It doesn't do anything. It's just a finishing twin thrust again. Now this is extra cool when you have a wall that you can run up. And you can jump off and hit the monster. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken here, I tried this earlier and it did work, I thought. If you run up, yep, it'll just go the other way. You will keep going. So if you have a jump or a wall, completely change directions. You will still run. I wonder how, just thinking of this now, we will test it live on the focus mode. Yes. You can direct it a little bit. You're still not going to make tight turns with it, but so with this, you also have obviously your jumping attack. I should say that if you are too high, this thrust, if it misses, it does not carry a hitbox on the way down. So if you miss with your initial thrust, you miss. That is just how that is. However, if you jump off and then pull out the weapon, you will hit with RT, not with Y. Y just continues to do the thrust, but RT will do the dash attack. So now we need to worry about focus mode. So again, focus mode is brought up by LT or L2, depending what you're playing on. And then you're going to press right bumper or R1. And then again, it is always going to do a victory thrust. Okay, no input there. It just goes straight into victory thrust. I have not found a way of doing anything else. So if you do know something else, please let me know. But I've not discovered any other attack move from that, which is a little bit upsetting. But it is what it is. I love the perfect guards. Also, if you were just standing in place, I know we went over movement a little bit ago, but I had forgotten to say this. If you're standing in place and you just press the evade button, you do the funniest little hop backwards. No distance at all. But, it's a hop. That's without any directional input. You also have the slide attack. If I can slide. Can you slide, please? Okay. Again, goes into advancing jump thrust. Advancing jump thrust does, it seems to have Master's Touch. Or not Master's Touch, Mind's Eye. Has Mind's Eye, so it goes through hard points. Okay? We go to wide sweep, that does not. Same as any of our other attacks, they do not go through. Shield bash will though. Okay? So shield bash, yes, it makes the sound like it tings off, but it's still going to do it. And it's a blunt weapon anyways, so come on. And then guard down just puts you into a slowing slide into guard. Other than that, there is not much else to this. It is a pretty simple weapon in terms of compared to the switch axe. There's no two forms. It's very fun to play from what I've found. So, get out there, give it a shot. The perfect guards are beautiful when you pull them off, and they are completely, they have different timings. You don't have to be perfect with it. I can do it right there. See, that one was much less than the last one, like much less close to hitting me than the last one. So, you have some leeway there. You will run through some stamina with this weapon. If you notice, I have different armor on currently. That is because it has stamina up or stamina surge. Because any shield hit that you do, anytime you're guarding and you get hit in the shield, you're going to drain stamina. Also, with your dash attack, you drain stamina. And with your counter, you drain stamina. If you didn't see that, we will go into that. Piggyback thrust, drain stamina. Whereas the charge does not. But stamina is important to a certain extent. You do want to have it recharge as quickly as possible because if you are going to be guarding, you do need, to have stamina, or else you're going to get hit anyways through the guard. So it doesn't make sense to guard at that point. But with that, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This one was rather quick, trying to make it quicker for you guys. I know the last one was really long. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment. Thanks. Bye.